is, unlike me, it's about football, which is in the news yet again in a bad way. I'm really looking forward to seeing the Serbs acknowledge the fact that they've had racism on the pitch when Radovan Karadzic can't even acknowledge the massacre of Srebrenica. It was all shop window dummies. There you are. So this poem about football was inspired when I was with some students in a pub in Tooting, and there was the final of the UEFA Cup on, and like 150 men glued to the screen making those kind of noises men make when they watch football, you know. And I said, do you know, I think I'm going to have to go over and ask the bar staff if they could possibly turn that off, because we're half trying to read our poetry. And the lone man in our group sort of went, pew, you're not really going to do that. I can see that I'll never hold my head up. I will not be able to go out in Tooting again. So I kind of started thinking along these lines of having a world where things were reversed and poetry was more important than football. So this is optimistically called The Beautiful Game. I think it all started when Chelsea won the cup. Football's domination was well and truly up. We all got bored and started reading books. We had no time for Motti, Brooking or Garth Crooks. People started going to read poems in the park, declaiming lyrical ballads until it got quite dark. Sunday mornings the kids all went to Poets Club, and after the dads recited Wordsworth in the pub. Midweek recitals were performed beneath floodlights, then everyone rushed home to catch the edited highlights. Then someone had the idea of starting a Premier League, and all at once our art was mired in lust and greed. Dodo put in a big bid for a Brazilian balladeer. Scouts scoured open mics for talent far and near. Then a budding bard was caught stoned in his Lamborghini, and Andrew Motion began posing with a bird in a bikini. The Byron boys were arrested for a nasty sexual assault. If they hadn't posted it on YouTube, they'd never have been caught. Carol Ann Duffy drew and had a punch-up with Jackie Kay, and Pam Ayres demanded a 5-figure rise in pay. The BNP threw bananas at Benjamin Zephaniah, while drunken Yates fans set Enniskillen all on fire. Seamus Heaney's new epic missed a crucial penalty, and John Cooper Clarke's punk performance was barred from poesy. The Poetry Quarterly was sold off to Malaysian sharks. Reading groups were all brought up by Russian oligarchs. Chairs of poetry were flogged to Tom, Dick and Harry, while fans chanted, "Ruth Perdue takes it up the Gary." Thus poetry became a sordid money-making scam, with artistic integrity an empty hollow sham. All our bards were corrupted by luxury and fame. So just remember, it's not the winning, it's the playing of the game. Now, just to reassure you all, Patrick does insist before we come here that we've all been thoroughly CRB checked, just in case any of you are vulnerable in any way. So I've now got a topical little poem for you, topical and very tasteless. It's, tasteful. It's called Now Then, Now Then. I know that hindsight is a very clever thing, but I really do absolutely swear I never trusted Jimmy's bling or his weird peroxide hair. I never wanted to ride in his flash gold car to sit downwind of his smelly old cigar. Maybe as a kid I had a nasty, suspicious mind, but I really think some people must be absolutely blind if they didn't feel in every sinew, bone and nerve that Jimmy Savile was a dirty, great big perv. I never wanted to go on TV and sit on Jimmy's knee. I never wanted him to fix anything for me. I didn't want a poxy Jim will fix it badge. I just knew he'd try to get a finger up my Now then, boys and girls, never trust a man with platinum blonde curls. Don't believe all that PR, so sly and slick, hanging round hospitals when he's the one who's sick. Don't believe in every tale that you're told. Jim's just proved all that glitters isn't really gold. Thank you, Patrick.
Oh, am I overstead?
Yeah, no, you seem very keen on that one, you know. Now, the weather. The weather has turned me to thoughts of foreign travel, though it's slightly marred by the fact that the last time I went anywhere it was on a budget airline. So this is called It Ain't Easy. Emergency exits are to the left and right, said the stewardess on our budget flight. She was not smiling, slim and fair like the charming girls on British Air, nor was she ebony-eyed, exotic and chic like the veiled ladies of Air Afrique. No, she was grumpy, lumpy, rather dumpy, her uniform crimpling and frumpy. Ill-tempered, clumsy, too well fed. Yeah, we were flying from Stansted. The steward too was no male model, spotty, plump, inclined to waddle. They'd never get to fly Pan Am, Virgin Cafe or anything glam. They would forever be waiters in the skies, defrosting pizza, nuking pies. We ordered coffee and a tea. The steward tipped it over me. That's £5.50 if you please, he said as he wiped it off my knees. The hostess came round with duty free, but I went off to have a wee. Make the most of it, she called to me. From next week it's 50p. The seats were cramped and very hard. The sandwiches were made of card. They overcharged me for my fags, surcharged my luggage, then lost my bags. It almost made me want to weep, but it's what you get for travelling cheap. What you pay's for what you get. There's nothing easy about EasyJet. To be fair, it was Ryanair, but it didn't rhyme.
It's much worse.
Essentially, they're all vile, but at least you get somewhere nice and sunny. The only drawback when you do get there is it's usually swarming with Brits. So if you go to Tuscany, they're all demanding that their Orvieto is al dente, and if you go on the all-exclusive, they're rather like this. So this is called They Don't Understand. English newspapers, French magazines, imported luxuries beyond their means. Come on down, the price is right, lovely jubbly, all right tonight. Everything is cheap as chips. Still the tourists purse their lips. Oh, look at them. They don't understand. It's not how it goes in England. They're also very, very poor. I really wish I could do more. Some of them don't even have a telly. And then there's all that deli belly, chippy tummy, Turkish trots, grubby buggers, these have-nots. Did you see the loo in that nightclub? The toilet in the English pub? Oh, no, I don't want to buy a Man U cap. I'm actually trying to take a nap. Did you see the teeth? Filthy dirty, and he's got the cheek to get all flirty. Mind you, they don't see many blondes, let alone in snakeskin thongs. I've had terrible trouble with the deck chair geezer. He wants to marry me and get a visa. He's invited me to sit on his brother's boat, towing the big banana float. Oh no, it's the poolside reggae band singing songs they don't understand. It goes right through me bleeding head. For 2 pence I'll just go to bed. But the free bar's open till 11, all-inclusive, alky heaven. No, I don't want a photo with your monkey. Or a massage from some oily flunky. You can keep your real boutique sarongs, your on tattoo, your Hindi songs. I just came for some R&R, the karaoke and the bar. Travel's supposed to broaden your mind. Mine's broad enough. I think you'll find. Now that something a little bit different, I thought, you know, I had enough bad language in my set. So I thought I'd end this half on something I used to actually perform when I was a stand-up as a rap, but I was very fond of some of the rhymes. And it was in, it was written years ago, sort of 1990s, when everybody seems to listen to rap endlessly now, but at the time it was a very sort of trendy thing to do. So if you lived in Hampstead or something, you had to listen exclusively to music that came out of the LA ghetto, or straight out of Compton if you lived in Sunbury-on-Thames, especially if you're anyway under 30. So my colleague and I decided to start a little duo, and we were inspired by that seminal LA band NWA, N-Words with Attitude, and we called ourselves Honkies with Credit Cards, which was highly appropriate. So we thought of what would get people from Hampstead sort of very excited and ready to rock, and we came up with this, which is called Fuck the Postmodernists. Okay, I need the mic in my hand for this, for the verisimilitude. So, I don't want no cut-up shark above my mantelpiece. Unmade beds and all that lot don't give me mental peace. Picasso is an arsehole, all those women with free tits. Kandinsky, Roscoe, Miro are a load of useless gits. Pointillism's loads of dots and cubism's just square. I like flowers stuck in pots and pre-raffs with long hair. So give me Stubbs and Turner's tugs and Vermeer's Dutch interiors. Augustus John can do no wrong, the postmods are inferiors. Fuck the pomos, you can all join in now. Drunkards, druggies, homos. Fuck the pomos. Thank you, Patrick. And I think that's quite enough.
We'll carry on in the break.
Filth from me. Well, we'll carry on going fuck all during the break. And I'll see you in the second half. Thank you.